Yeah, I mean, this is what we've always asked for, right? We want more money. We're going to have to be playing more games, and so this is just a good test for us to stack the days. And this is what it is to be a professional athlete.
Hey, basketball fans. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the latest WNBA stories, breaking down the moments that shape the game we love. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get into it. Today, we're talking about the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, and a bombshell revelation from one of her teammates about a locker room adjustment that sparked a game-changing win. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's biggest star, has been at the center of attention this season, not just for her on-court brilliance, but for the drama swirling around her team. The Fever have had their ups and downs in 2025, battling injuries, inconsistent play, and off-court controversies. But recently, a teammate stepped forward to share what really went down in the locker room that turned things around for Indiana. Spoiler alert, it's not what you think. So, what was this mysterious adjustment? How did it lead to a win? And what does it mean for Caitlin Clark and the Fever moving forward? Let's break it all down in this 2,500-word deep dive. Before we get to the locker room revelation, let's set the stage. The Indiana Fever entered the 2025 WNBA season with sky-high expectations. After drafting Caitlin Clark, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, in 2024, the team quickly became must-watch TV. Clark's long-range shooting, pinpoint passing, and fiery competitiveness made her a fan favorite, but her transition to the pros hasn't been without challenges. Injuries, particularly a nagging groin issue, have sidelined her for stretches, and the Fever have hovered around a .500 record, struggling to find consistency. The team's early season was a seesaw of wins and losses. They showed flashes of brilliance, like their Commissioner's Cup victory over the Minnesota Lynx on July 1st, 2025, despite Clark being out with that groin injury. But they also faced setbacks, including a tough 80-61 loss to the Golden State Valkyries and criticism over team chemistry. Social media buzzed with rumors of tension, especially after an incident where Natasha Howard hesitated to pass to Clark, sparking fan outrage. Add to that a controversial locker room celebration involving Sydney Colson that went viral for all the wrong reasons, and it's clear the Fever were under a microscope. But something changed. On July 15, 2025, the Fever pulled off an 85-77 upset over the Connecticut Sun in front of a sold-out Boston Garden crowd.
Chant of defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that is. She missed her first 7.
Clark, despite aggravating her groin injury late in the game, contributed 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kelsey Mitchell led with 20 points, and Natasha Howard added 18 points and 13 rebounds. This win marked the Fever's 3rd straight victory, a streak that had fans buzzing and analysts pointing to a shift in the team's dynamic. So, what was the secret sauce? That's where the locker room adjustment comes in. Enter Sophie Cunningham, the Fever's fiery guard known for her toughness, grit, and vocal leadership. On July 12, 2025, after a 99-82 blowout win over the Atlanta Dream, Cunningham dropped a bombshell in a post-game interview. When asked about the team's recent success, she hinted at a pivotal change in the locker room that turned the tide. "We had to make an adjustment," she said. "It wasn't about X's and O's, it was about us, as a team, coming together and figuring out who we are. In the locker room, we really do love each other. We love spending time together." What exactly was this adjustment? Cunningham didn't spill all the details, but she emphasized the team's unity and camaraderie. "I really do think this is a unique and special team," she continued. "We've had our struggles, but we've learned to lean on each other, to trust each other. That's what's making the difference." Her comments came on the heels of a game where she dropped 16 points and grabbed 10 rebounds, earning praise from Clark, who described her with one word: fierce. Cunningham's remarks suggest the Fever addressed some internal dynamics that had been holding them back. Earlier in the season, posts on X and media reports hinted at friction. One post from July 12th by @Carrer22 claimed Clark and Aaliyah Boston had begged the front office to protect the team's culture, suggesting some role players weren't buying in. While these claims are unverified, they fueled speculation about locker room tension. Cunningham's statement seems to counter that narrative, painting a picture of a team that's overcome its growing pains to find a new sense of purpose. So, what was this locker room adjustment? While Cunningham kept things vague, we can piece together clues from recent games, player comments, and team dynamics. Let's break it down into 3 key areas: leadership, chemistry, and accountability. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham have emerged as the vocal leaders of this Fever squad. Both were named in a WNBA player survey by The Athletic as top trash talkers, highlighting their competitive fire. Clark, known for her Mamba mentality from her Iowa days, brings intensity that's contagious. Cunningham, with her physical edge, complements Clark's style, creating a dynamic duo that sets the tone. In the locker room, this leadership has likely translated into rallying the team around a shared goal. Clark's return from injury sparked a noticeable shift. Her presence, even when limited by pain, lifts the team. For example, during the Connecticut Sun game, she made a clutch pass to Kelsey Mitchell in the final minute, showing her commitment to team play despite her injury. Cunningham's willingness to fight for her teammates, as noted in a Newsbreak report, suggests she's fostering a protective, unified culture. The Fever's early struggles weren't just about injuries, they were about meshing a roster of young stars and veterans. Clark's high-profile status brought intense scrutiny, and incidents like Natasha Howard's hesitation to pass fueled perceptions of discord. But Cunningham's comments about the team loving each other point to a deliberate effort to build trust. This adjustment likely involved open conversations in the locker room. Former Iowa teammate Kate Martin, in an Essentially Sports interview, described how Clark's intense competitiveness initially clashed with Iowa's team dynamic, but ultimately strengthened their bond. A similar process may have happened with the Fever. Players like Aaliyah Boston, who was voted a future face of the WNBA in 2023, and Kelsey Mitchell, a consistent scorer, have likely played a role in bridging gaps. The team's ability to laugh and compete together, as seen in Clark and Boston's half-court shootout during practice, shows a growing camaraderie. The Fever's Commissioner's Cup win on July 1st, without Clark on the court, was a turning point. It proved the team could succeed as a unit, not just as a one-star show. Cunningham's reference to figuring out who we are suggests the team embraced accountability. Players stepped up in Clark's absence, with Mitchell leading the charge and Howard delivering double-doubles. This collective effort carried over into their recent win streak, where balanced scoring and unselfish play became the norm. The locker room adjustment likely included players holding each other accountable for effort and execution. Clark's fiery sideline outburst against referees, as reported by the Daily Mail, shows her demanding excellence, even when injured. This mindset seems to have spread, with Cunningham and others stepping into bigger roles to support the team's vision. The results of this adjustment are clear on the court. The Fever's 3-game win streak, capped by the July 15th victory over the Sun, showcased a team playing with confidence and cohesion. Against the Sun, 5 players scored in double figures, a sign of balanced contribution. Clark, despite her injury, nearly notched a triple-double. Howard redeemed her earlier controversy with a double-double, and Mitchell's 20 points sealed the deal. This win streak has shifted the narrative around the Fever. Analysts like Rachel Demita, quoted in Essentially, Shang Sports have called for the team to focus on unity and execution, not just talent. The Fever's ability to overcome Clark's absence in the Commissioner's Cup and sustain momentum with her back shows they're becoming a complete team. The locker room adjustment also seems to have quieted some of the off-court noise. The Sydney Colson incident, where a teammate's inappropriate celebration drew backlash, could have derailed the team. Instead, they've rallied around their shared identity, as Cunningham's comments suggest. The Fever's ability to block out distractions and focus on winning is a testament to their growth. For Caitlin Clark, this adjustment solidifies her role as the heart of the Fever. Despite her struggles, shooting slumps, injuries, and intense pressure, she's shown resilience. Her ability to lead through adversity, as seen in her clutch plays against the Sun, proves why she's considered a future face of the WNBA. Her bond with teammates like Cunningham and Boston, built on mutual respect and shared competitiveness, is key to the team's success. For the Fever, this moment could mark a turning point. With 4 games left before the All-Star break, where Clark and Nafisa Collier are captains, the team has a chance to build on this momentum. The locker room adjustment has given them a clear identity, a gritty, unified squad that plays for each other. If they can maintain this focus, they can make a deep playoff run. This story isn't just about the Fever. It's about the WNBA's evolution. Clark's star power, combined with the emergence of young talents like Angel Reese and Paige Beckers, is ushering in a new era of popularity. The Fever's ability to navigate challenges and unite as a team sets a precedent for how young stars can lead. Cunningham's comments reflect a broader trend, teams succeeding through chemistry and leadership, not just individual brilliance. The Fever's journey also highlights the growing pains of a league in the spotlight. Controversies like the Colson incident and fan outrage over on-court dynamics show the intense scrutiny players face. But the Fever's response, focusing on the game and their bond, shows maturity that could inspire other teams. The Indiana Fever's 2025 season has been a wild ride, but their recent wins and Cunningham's revelation about the locker room adjustment signal a bright future. This team is learning to harness Clark's star power Cunningham's fire and the talents of Mitchell, Boston, and Howard to become a force. The adjustment wasn't about a single moment, but a collective decision to trust, support, and fight for each other. What do you think of the Fever's turnaround? Can they keep this momentum going? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk hoops. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more WNBA content. Until next time, keep ballin'. Thanks for watching, and a big shout out to our sources, including Essentially Sports, The Athletic, and posts on X for the latest insights. Check out our other videos for more WNBA breakdowns, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.